Hello, good evening. Oops, forgot to turn down my monitor. Bear with me a second. Oh, crikey. Right, there we are. Right, welcome, welcome. Come on in. The dog has decided to now get a squeaky toy, so I do apologise for any background noise. Just wait till a few folk come in and we'll do our usual 10-15 minutes of chit chat. I weren't late, Brian. Bugger off. Quick, give me the answers before they come in. Can you hear this dog? Seriously? Come on, Poops. How have you all been? Are you going to win something tonight, Brian? Are you going to actually pay me some money for the fact that I will finish what I set out to do? I won't procrastinate or anything like that. I love this new name. Brian the Bastard Shona's carer. Hello, Shona, if you're there. Hi, Greg. Hi, Voodoo. Just listening. Have 60 hours of compliance. Fucking. Oh no. Oh well. I hope we can keep you company while you're working hard, Voodoo. But lovely to see you, and thank you for popping in. And actually, Greg, you've managed to make the start of one, so that's really nice. What kind of day are you all having? It's started to piss down here, so it's gone a bit grim. I know that I was speaking to someone earlier today, and in their part of the UK, it was sunny, but not here. Oh, you're shattered, are you, Brian? Oh, were you up at 3 o'clock again in the morning? Hi, Night Owl. Oh, I'm glad you could make this one. I'm hoping. I never thought to text Frida because she doesn't get notifications. Has anyone got Frida's number? They can send her a text. I'll keep going. Hi, YouTube lady. Hello. Typing, but it's absolutely fine, Greg man. Don't worry. Don't worry. Because most people come, they go. See, Brian's doing it as well. Because most people go between chats. It doesn't matter. We know in here that you're not shouting if you're in capitals, so it's fine. Do whatever feels comfiest. You only all type in capitals because Bam's blind as fuck. I'm slowly catching her up, but have you all heard the gossip from the tubes? Today's shenanigans. And if you've not, go and check out my community post because it's just, I was just laughing. But that's my sense of humour. I don't have a great deal of sympathy. Hello. Oh, Do It Noel's Way Paranormal has not got a Sorry, I give everybody a wrench, Leon, and it's just one of those things. I just make sure that everybody is a mod. The quiz night, okay, it's literally, I read it out. You type your answer in the chat, and it doesn't matter if it appears on your screen first. It's whoever shows up first on my screen here gets the point. So, Voodoo Queen. So we'll just have a little bit of a catch up before I get into it. So please all welcome Do It Noel's Way Paranormal. It's his video that I sent you all to have a look at about the Bigfoot that was taking a drink. If you all saw it, he's got a great little channel. So I'm going to try and make you a mod here. Give me a second. Oh, it's not letting me do it. I'm going to have to do it again. If anybody can get Do It Noel's Way Paranormal link up for the channel, could you pop it into the in the chat, please, and give him a follow if you're not already. So yeah, so basically, and you won't be the first new person to one of our quizzes because we haven't done it for a while. But yeah, just type in quick off the draw the first answer that's on my screen. You get a point. There isn't a prize, it's just the kudos of being the swattiest cryptid lover on the planet. And hopefully they're not too hard. There's only about 20 questions, but we tend to have a bit of a chat in between. And if anybody doesn't know what a particular cryptid is, we'll have a little talk about it. And then we go on to the next question. So it's just a bit of fun. Yes, sorry, Voodoo. What's happened is in a certain part of YouTube, i.e. the Truth community, there is a guy called Big D. And it's I'd not watched him. Sheila was telling me earlier that he has been portraying himself as a widower, you know, nice guy, widower, befriending all the ladies, and he's actually a murderer. He's been exposed. Fair enough, not a murderer at the moment. He's served his time, but yeah, when you're lying about something like that, not sure. I don't know him. He's never going to come in here, but yeah, I know. So that's what it is. But he's obviously the main people that he's friendly with are, you know, people like Chuffer and all them lots. So, you know, enough said. But I find it quite funny. Oh, is it Sheila? Oh, right. Shady, shady, shady. No, well, he's a knob anyway, isn't he? Frida, there she is. I was just asking, did anybody have your number? Because I forgot to send you a text to say we were going to go live. I totally forgot. Yeah, those in the animal kingdom, Voodoo Queen. So yeah, so I've got it's only about 20 questions to go tonight, but I was just trying to explain it to Do It Noel's Way Paranormal that we because I don't think, Greg, you've not been in for one of our quizzes before, have you? So we basically, sorry about the dog. Shut up, you. We'll basically ask the question, quick fire, type it in. Whoever's on my screen first, you win the point. Like when we were doing the Viking quizzes, then you'd win either a shield to be a shield maiden, or you could put a sword next to your name as a sword dane. That's why Frida has got her she's got a shield. And I think Green Eyes as well has a shield, doesn't she? They were winners of the Viking quiz. Julia, lovely to see you. I'm glad you made it. How are you? What time are we doing now? 5 past. Okay, another 5 minutes and then we'll kick off. What's favoritism? What, the fact that I'm saying hello to Julia? I'm always glad when Julia comes in. The thing is, I know you're always going to be here, Brian. Stop with the toy. Enough now. Okay. Well, we've been having, I'll tell you a little bit, seeing as I were going to talk a little bit paranormally. Oh, shields and swords. Yeah, but you never won the competition, so you didn't get one, did you? Oh, Cassius won. Yes, Cassius did, didn't he? Oh, I'm glad you made it as well, Julia. Well, while we're just talking, I'm going to tell you all, right. So Cooper in this new house is freaking out at that little hole in the wall thing that's weird. Oh, have you not done the quiz before, Brian? I thought you had. Sorry, love. I didn't mean to give any favoritism. I thought you'd already been in one. Oops. Yeah, so the little door thing that's in the wall, the little hobbit, like Norman arch with the door on it. And I am not sure what it was. And I think because of the size of it and the fact that it's made of stone, I think it was a cold store, maybe to keep butter, cheese, milk cold back in the Middle Ages when this property was built. And Cooper is taking it. It's not my bedroom, you cheeky get. I might be short, but I'm not that short. The hobbit hole in the wall. Cooper has every single night now at between 2:30 and half 2 in the morning. He is standing growling at it. Oh man, would you believe? Do you know what he's doing now? The same thing he always does. Lick, 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 like he's going to be sick. Right, give us a second. I'm going to sort this dog out. Chat amongst yourselves for a sec. Come here, lads. Here, come here. Come on, come on. Here, Coops. Oh, good boy. Good boy. That's him getting anxious again. You know, he always gets that heartburn when I'm going live. It's the weirdest thing. Silly dog. No, I just noticed Night Owl. Is that you in your picture? Are you a priest? No, it's Brian, as in Brian off the Life of Brian. The character, it's a picture of him. Hi, Kindness Cake. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, there's always somebody who doesn't know the answers. Do you remember when Nuff Nuff used to do her quizzes and somebody kept putting Ken Dodd in for every single answer? It's your cousin, you see. Got a storm. Oh, where are you at the moment, Julia? Are you not at home? I mean, it's absolutely lashing down here. Right. It's 10 past, so a couple more minutes. If anybody else comes in for the quiz. Oh, there's 20 people. Excellent. So anybody who's watching who hasn't, you know, you don't have to chat in, you know, talk in the chat, but if you want to join in with some answers, feel free, jump in. You know, you're all welcome. Oh, it's sunny up in Scotland, is it? Oh, you're at home, Julia. Okay. Sipples, just in time. Hello, hello. So it's cryptids, and it is a couple of little paranormal questions at the end of it. So nothing too heavy, but I thought we've not done one for a while, so just give us a little bit of a giggle, eh? But I have done some tricky ones, so unless you're into the whole cryptid thing, you might not know what they are. Anywho, shall we begin? Are you all ready? Fingers on the buzzers. Now you'll all have to. It's a trust thing now, so you all keep note of how many you get right, and when I award you the point, keep a note of it, and we'll take you on trust. If Lady Witch was here, she'd probably win. She probably would, and Green Eyes as well. And oh, she's there. She's there, Lady Witch. Hippotwatopotamus. Do you know, right, while you've said that, I just want to say that Sheila was laughing this morning because I was talking about a hippocrocodilla pig, and I'd mentioned this to Sheila a few weeks ago. She actually thought it was a real creature. She's been trying to Google it to find it, see where it hides out and how you can identify it. I was like, no, mate, I was joking. And then you've got to type that in the chat. So, oh, well, you see, now that Lady Witch is here, oh, your chances of winning they've seriously gone down. But we'll see. We'll see. You ready? Right, let's kick off then. Good job Joe Mardre isn't here, my little Salma Hayek, because otherwise you really would be knackered. And that's the future of our country. Hope the answers are shorter than that. Yes, they are, Julia. Some of them anyway. Okay. Right. Question number 1. Here we go. And don't forget, doesn't matter what it shows on your screen, my screen is the one that shows the winner, because we're all on different times. Are we ready? Here we go. The first question. So, amongst Native American tribes, this is a large bird that's capable of creating storms just by beating its enormous wings. What is it? Do 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 do. Sheila's got it right. Ken Dodd. Ken Dodo. Right, on my screen it's Sheila. Yes, it is the Thunderbird. And that is a big bird, falcon, a phoenix, Paul Newman. Yeah, Sheila got that one right. It is the infamous Thunderbird. And we have a few stories about the Thunderbird as well. So apparently there have been some sightings quite recently in North America. Noel got it right as well. But unfortunately, Sheila beat you up to seagulls. It's not a cartoon. You're thinking of Thundercats, Brian. Thunderbirds. Or a Thunderbirds are go. Ah. So well done to everybody who got it right, but Sheila gets the point because she was first in there. Okay, this one's a bit harder. And I don't even know how to pronounce the answer, but I'll have to spell it out for you. So, again, we're going to the Americas. So, to the Inuits, this is a giant orca that comes onto the land, takes the form of a giant wolf, and it does this so that it can hunt humans. What is it called? The Inuit, they call this giant orca, no, not a sea lion, it comes onto the land, it takes the form of a giant Roseanne Barr. President Trump. You're all shite. Not a clue. A honey badger. No, not a honey badger. It's not a clue either, Julia. It's a giant orca that comes onto the land. It takes the form of a giant wolf and it goes hunting humans. And this is part of Inuit legend. Flabby Twitter wangler. No. I had to read that again. I thought you put wanger. Right, I'm going to do the countdown song or tune and then I'll give you the answer. Ready? Do 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 do. Pew! No, it is called No Voodoo Queen. Good guess, however, because it is shifting shape, isn't it? A hairy narwhal fango rabbit. No. It's called an achlut. So it's AKHLUT. I hadn't heard. Oh, it's Joe. Hi, Joe. I hadn't heard of this before. Do you know, I said, if anyone's going to get knackered now, it's going to be everybody if you come in the chat, and here you are. But it's an achlut. Achlut. Right. We're going easier. Let you all say hello to Jojo, and then my little Salma. It's not a quiz unless you're here. And then we'll go on to question number 3. You haven't heard of it, Lady Witch. I was waiting for you. I thought somebody's going to know this and it'll be Lady Witch. Wow. I know, act shit indeed. Lady Witch and Jojo, they normally are really good at these. And Jojo, especially with the, the Native American cryptids. And Lady Witch, of course. Triffids. Right, here we go. This is an easy one for you all. You ready? I expect everybody to get this one right. A human who shapeshifts into a wolf by either choice or by curse. A human who shapeshifts into a wolf by either choice or by curse. Voodoo Queen, there we go. Oh, sure. Yeah, it is. It is a werewolf, and you're all getting it right. You're all getting it right. Lichens as well. Yeah, absolutely. However, that one goes to Voodoo Queen. She was quick off the draw for that one. Yeah, yeah, Joe, you're all right. Julia, bam. She might be watching, Brian. Don't be a cheeky bugger. No, Bam's the demon. So well done. Chalk that point up there. Right. Still on the subject of shapeshifters, and again, hopefully it's and she's a were shark. Yes, she is, Lady Witch, were shark. Right. Question number 4. Again, a shape-shifting bloodsucker that often takes the form of a bat. Shape-shifting bloodsucker that often takes the form of a bat. Come on, who's going to get this one? Type away, quick, quick, quick. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Whoa, there we go. She Yeah, you're all getting it right apart from Brian, but you should get a point just for comedy value for that one. Yeah, vampire. But Sheila again got it again. Do you know, I used to be like this on Nuff Nuff's quizzes. I think I was straight in there typing, and yeah, there seems to be like a bit of a lag, isn't there? You all type at the same time, and I think YouTube just puts you all into an order. So hit or miss, but yeah, oh, Sheila's doing well. 2-2. I think I need to highlight Brian's because it's quite funny. Okay. Let's go on to question numero 5. Now, this one, again, it's one for our American friends, but I had heard of this one, and I'm hoping a few of you have as well. This is a fearsome hare, 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 with antlers, whose image can be found on postcards across the American West. A fearsome hare with antlers, whose image can be found on postcards across the American West. Now, it might be called by a few different names, but I'm only going to take the name that I've got here. Meghan Markle. Oh, Lady Witch. Meghan Markle, Laverne and Shirley, and elk. No, Lady Witch has got that right. It's called a jackalope. Do you know what, Joe? I thought it was going to be goat man, and it's not. But it's called jackrabbit, but it's called a jackalope. Cross between a jackrabbit and an antelope, I think. She might. Well, actually, Lady Witch, she might be. She might not know it. You knew that Jack Doe. Now, don't start being critical, though, Lady Witch. Well done, everybody who didn't get it right, and well done, Lady Witch, for the point. Right. You knew that, but you're giving people a chance. Brian, do you know what? You're so kind. You're so kind. I bet Shona's holding you back, isn't she, from typing? Right. This next one. This, I think, is easy. So again, get fingers on the buttons. You had a jackalope head in a cabin you rented once. Really? Wow. Wow. And I mean, what is it, Big Joe? I'll just let you all catch up. There just seems to be, I think that there is quite a lag as well, though. So, are we ready for the next questione? It was fate, no doubt. I know, but frightening though, isn't it? On Voodoo, they're tiny. Okay. Oh, you hope. I'd be quite scared if that was on the wall. It's like that guy. Do you remember the? Oh God, what was his flipping name? The dog trainer. And he used to put all those videos up about having a Bigfoot head and a Bigfoot foot and a Bigfoot dong. What the hell was his name? And I could never make out if he was just batshit crazy or if this was actually seriously a dead Bigfoot that him and his dad had like chainsawed to pieces and put in a freezer for 40 years. Can't remember the guy's name now. I used to watch him all the time and then he just was getting a bit silly. Anyway, let's carry on. The next question. This is a flying biped roaming the pine barrens of southern New Jersey. What is it called? A flying biped roaming the pine barrens of southern New Jersey. What's it called? No, it's not Mothman. It's not the 6 million. It's not a Boeing 747. It's not about. Oh, Joe Madre's got it. It is the Jersey Devil. The Jersey Devil. You'll be. I think Brian's just playing it for laughs now, Yeah, so that one, that point to Joe Madre, well done. Yeah, Lazy Witch has got it. I know a lot of people thought Mothman, very similar-ish. I think it was the Jersey Devil, wasn't it? That now, wasn't it supposed to be? It was a child, wasn't it? A baby that was born, and it flew up the chimney, and I can't remember the full story about the Jersey Devil. Oh, the movie Frida was that. That was the one with Richard Gere in it, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a weird story that about the Jersey Devil, and I always think about that one, although it's in England. Yeah, that's right, Joe. It was something like the 13th Child. It was a very weird story, but we had something very similar over here in the UK. You don't know, you never finished that story. Shut up. And one morning there'd been snow. I can't remember the name of the village in England. It might have been somewhere in Surrey or Sussex. And when they woke up, I think it was Christmas morning, when the whole village woke up, all over the village, going up walls, across roofs, and this is like the 1700s, there were little hooves, like hoof marks, like cloven hooves, but not in fours. They were in like as though something was just walking on two legs. So they reckon that the devil had come to call that night and had gone dancing round the village over everybody's houses. It's a well documented case, so well documented that I can't remember where it was. But anyway, the Burnley Grinch. Hooves, not trotters. That's right. Yes, kindness cake. It's it's a well documented story. Maybe we'll do that one night. I used to have details of that in a book. Went from when I was a kid actually, and it did scare me because I remember coming out one morning and obviously there'd been deer in the orchard at the back of the farmhouse. Like I said, I was only a kid, and I'd read about this story not that long, prior to this, and I was really convinced that this devil thing I'd read about had come dancing around the farm and gone through the orchard and across the courtyard because it was all in the mud. Yeah, I wouldn't go out after dark for ages. I was really frightened, but it was just deer, I hope. Right. Next one. This one is, well, I think, again, it's an easy one. So are you all ready? You're a cheeky bugger, Brian. Keep going. Black and bloody white, you cheeky get. Only me dogs were black and white and the cows were black and white. Right, here we go. Question number 7. Are you ready? Be prepared to type quick because I think, again, it's another easy one that you might all like and know. We'll go into the Emerald Isle. Are you ready? In Ireland, this either appears as an old hag or a beautiful woman. She heralds death with her shrieking. Okay? In Ireland, she either appears as an old hag or a beautiful woman, heralding death with its terrible shrieking. Whoa, there we go. YouTube lady, straight in there. Banshee. Well done. Well done, Sheila, Frida, Lady Witch. But YouTube lady was straight one in. Susie. Oh, God, yeah. Susie and the Banshees. I love Spellbound by Susie and the Banshees. My dad used to play it all the time. Love it. Yeah, well done. Well done, Julia. Daniel O'Donnell. I'm surprised you didn't put... Now, see, you've been putting Bam as all your answers as well. I'm surprised you didn't put Bam down. Dear Prudence as well, kindness, yeah. My dad was a massive punk fan. He couldn't let his inner punk out because he were in the army. Well, do you know what, Greg? I always think these are funnier because there's always at least 3 people who just play it for laughs. So it's quite funny that that you and Brian are going for it, and Night Owl as well, a mermaid. Righty ho. The next one. This one's from the cliffs above the Rhine. Are we ready? So this cryptid or mythical creature sits on the cliffs above the River Rhine, luring men to their deaths with her beautiful song. She sits on the cliffs above the Rhine, luring men to their deaths with her beautiful song. And I can give you a clue to this one if you want. You're kind of all going along the right line, but it's not actually what she's called. However, if any of you ever watch the film Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, it's the name of the Marilyn Monroe character. There you go. So you can all rack your brains. She shared the name with this. I think she is a form of a siren, but that's not actually what she's called. Kraken. Marilyn Siren. Well, we'll see how good a clue it is, Joe, if anybody actually gets it. So, yeah, she shares the name with the Marilyn Monroe character in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Oh, no. Yeah, it's Siren Mermaid. No. Air Raid Siren. No. You refuse to Google. That's okay. Shall I wait? Because I don't mind if people are thinking, you want to have a think about it. Because sometimes I'm trying, someone will give me a clue and it'll take me quite a while for it to register. So I trust you all that you're not Googling. And I do know that a lot of you are. No, it wasn't Delight. Oh, Lady Witch has got it. Yeah, it's spelt slightly different, but it's Lorelei. Yeah. Well done. Even Alexa told you to fuck off. Yeah, it's pronounced the same. However, it's spelled Lorelei. It's the Lorelei. So I thought that was a pretty good. That was a pretty good clue, wasn't it? For me, anyway. I am trying to help you all. We haven't done a quiz for so long, so okay. So we're in the British Isles now. Again. And this is a creature, a mythical creature from, let's have a look. Oh, sorry, Kindness Cake. I didn't think they were that hard, but see, I'm a geek. So I should have just done some really silly ones. We should have done a Know Your Mods quiz because that's easy because, you get to know everybody that way, don't you? I'll make the next one easier, kindness, Kate. We might just do a general knowledge one next time, just for a bit of light-hearted banter. Okay, so in Scotland, Ireland, and the Faroe Isles, this creature is a seal that sheds its skin on land to become a seductive man or woman. In Scotland, Ireland, and the Faroe Isles, this creature is a seal that sheds its skin on land to become a seductive man or woman. Brian, I'm disgusted that you, as a Scot, do not know this one. No, it's not a unicorn, it's not Joan Rivers or Nessie or serpents or in the bathtub. No. Do you mean Tom Hardy rather than Tom Harding? I mean, maybe only we Scots would kind of remember it or know this one, although Brian has really let me down on this one. You're on the right track, Julia. There's two of them. Sheila, you're right. Sheila has got it. It's a Selkie. But Julia, you were there. It's kind of the similar thing, the Kelpie and the Selkie. So well done, Sheila. Point for you. Right. Haven't you heard of it, Bright? Then again, though, I mean, don't forget my lot are from Orkney and the far northwest, so we're probably, yeah, because you know what they're like. They're really big on the old legends, aren't they, and the mythical creatures. So, fuck is seal in another language. Is it, Joe? Oh, we'll highlight that one. I like a little bit of trivia. Which language is that then? Please enlighten us. Thing is, though, now that I've said seal, I've now got Kiss from a Rose going round and round in my head. Okay. Now, this next one was in Brian language, not complaining that they're hard. Oh, thank you, kindness. Well, like I said, we've only got 20 questions and we're halfway through. Just a bit of fun, isn't it? I laugh more because I love all the crazy answers that come out. They make me laugh. Right. Next question. Can't remember. I think Swedish or... Oh, it's probably... do you know what? It's probably Finnish. It looks more like it likely to be a Finnish word. Righty-ho. Are we ready? So this next one, I've got a really good clue for this one as well. So this is a flickering light that's seen at night either over bogs or marshes. It could be a sprite or it could be a fairy. It's a flickering light seen at night over bogs and marshes. It could be a sprite or it could be a fairy. And here's the clue, a candle. And the clue is coming. I think it is gas. Are we ready? I'm not sure if... Oh, yeah, Sheila's got it. I was about to say, I'm not sure if that's what you were going to type, but my clue here is that in England, well, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, you would... it was the name of a cartoon that had Kenneth Williams doing the voiceovers. So I used to love that Will-o'-the-Wisp. I thought it was a typo, Sheila, but I didn't want to kind of draw attention to it in case somebody like Brian stole your thunder. Or Night Owl. What the fuck is a fur fly? Yes, Sheila, yes. I know, yeah, they're becoming one, aren't they? They're morphing into the same creature. Cassius and Sheila with the bloody typos. Types with elbows. Right. Is another one a Scottish one? Are you ready? And you should know this because I've told you about this one before, because this is where I was born. Are we ready? This is Nessie's cousin who lives in Lochmorra in Scotland. What's her name? Nessie's cousin who lives in Lochmorra in Scotland. What's her name? Da, 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 da. Oh, I can give you a good clue on this one as well. Oh, Lady Witch got it before I even gave a clue. Well done, Cass Elliot. Crank and Wake. What's that? Helen Montebeast. Lady Witch, point to you, a sea person. It's Morag the monster. Morag the monster. My dad made us all think he'd been eaten by it, the little shitbag. Frogman. That's the name for Navy SEALs, isn't it? Frogman. Shane, hi Shane, how are you? Right. This is another one you should all know, or most of you should know. So again, get your fingers ready, because you're going to have to do some typing really quickly if you're going to beat Joe Madre on this one, because my money's on Joe. Are we ready? Right. I'm going to have to say it very quickly. Famous ranch in America where there are strange lights, UFOs, terrifying creatures, and cattle mutilations. Famous ranch in America where there are strange lights, UFOs, terrifying creatures, and cattle mutilations. The last answer was, Brian, was Morag. Oh my goodness, Sheila, you've beaten Joe. Wow. But you're all getting it right. Skinwalker, yeah, Skinwalker Ranch Depot. Sheila calls it fuck. Brian says Skinwalker. A big old, says Night Owl. Joe, I seriously thought you would have got that one first, but no, Sheila has got another point. Can I just point out as well, what's really funny is before all you guys came in, Sheila and Brian were the only two in the chat, and Sheila went, quick, give me the answers to everything before they all come in, and we were laughing about it. Can I just say, I never gave her any answers. She's doing all of this off her own bat. Well done, you. Okay, now, there are a few options for this one, but I'm only going to... No, she never, Brian. I've not given anybody any answers. This one, there are some options, but I'm only going to accept the one that I've got written down here. Okay? Just letting you know. So, this cryptid is a large black cat seen on the moors of eastern Cornwall. I want its official name. The large black cat, panther-like cat seen on the moors of eastern Cornwall. Come on, cryptid hunters. No Shane. No kindness, no voodoo. No simples, Timmy. Pink Panther, no. Oh, fuck, what is that cat? No, Brian, no. Cornish black cat, no, Sheila. It's got a name. It was in the all in the papers in the 1970s and 80s. Roseanne Barr, no. A big cat. It is a big cat, Night Owl, but that's not it. Oh my goodness, you're letting me down, you guys. It's the large black cat seen on the moors in eastern Cornwall. No, it's not Simba. It's not Big Black Cat. It's actually known. It was known in all that. No, it's not a chupacabra either. That's on your continent, Joe. Kindness Cakes got it right. You've got a point, love. The Beast of Bodmin Moor. Julia Neely, Bodmin Dogs. Kindness Cake got it right. because there's quite a few out there. There's like the Beast of Exmoor. But yeah, look at that. There you go. The Beast of Bodmin. Well done. See, they're not that hard. You got one right. Okay. Just a few more to go, and we are going to go. There's a couple of ghosty type ones as well, so they're not all totally cryptids. Just to give the Beast of. There we go. Julia, you know that isn't for you. You do know because we did explain it last time what Brian's put in there. But I had to put it on. Okay. Cooper, stop scratching at the door. The bloody dog wants to go out. It's pissing down outside. He's not. Stay where you are. Right. Right. These are ones you should all know. Everybody who comes in listening to my chats, you should all know these. Are you ready? Anybody who came in for my story the other week, thank you, Julia. You know it was just a joke. So, this was a story that I told. What sort of a cryptid was the creature that was found as a baby and raised with the name of Blue? What sort of a cryptid was the creature that was rescued as a baby and raised with the name of Blue? It wasn't Jesus. And you're a very naughty boy, Brian. You're on the right track. You're on the right track, Kindness Cake. You have to think of that. Frida's got it right. There you go. Frida Baxter. Well done, you. It was a dog man. A monkey. No, it was the dog man that was found, if you remember the story that I told the other week, and it was raised, and you were close, Kindness Kate, you were, and then nearly, yes, Julia, dog man, yeah, got it right, but fortunately Frida has beaten you all to the post. See, you've got a point. I'm going to start giving some sympathy points out soon, because you did nearly have it, Night Owl. You were very close. Shut up, Brian. You fell asleep listening. It's because I never finished it, wasn't it? Right, you should all know this one. Are you ready? Which creatures are famous for their ninja chatter? Which creatures are famous for their ninja chatter? I think we listened to some recordings a while ago, didn't we? I think the clue is the Sierra sounds, if any of you remember those. Shelley Long. Yes, Shane. Well done. Point for Shane. It is indeed Bigfoot. Your cats when you see birds. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Bigfoot. Joe's got it right as well. Yeah, Bigfoots. Now, are they Bigfoots or big feet? I never know what the plural should be. Bigfoots? Just doesn't sound right, does it? Yes, Night Owl, Bigfoot again. It's that strange. They talk like that, don't they? And it sounds really weird. Yes, Brian. Even Brian got Bigfoot right. But yeah, I think Bigfoots never sounds right for the plural, but might just be me and me being a little bit anal about the English language. But whatever. Bigfoot chatters. Wow, did you say you have record? Yes, Kindness Cake. Oh, you copied Joe's answer. Oh, that's Chewbacca sounds. It is Voodoo Queen, and it does sound very, very similar. Yes, Kindness Cake up in the Sierras. And we were all listening to this a while ago. There are a group of hunters that go up to this remote, it's what you used to call your ex, but Chewbacca. Oh, hey, we shouldn't say that though, should we? Because a certain arsehole has been using that as a homophobic slur against JC. So, but Bigfoot is plural too, I think. Oh, great. My dog Peaches just stole my... Oh, no! Never had a Sierra, just a Fiesta. Anyway, sorry, I'm going off the track for kindness cake. So yes, if you Google, or rather go into oh no, I'm not on about that Voodoo Queen. I'm talking about what Greg, when he said he used to call his ex that, and I was laughing, and then I said, oh, but I shouldn't really. But no, I knew you were talking about Star Wars. Yeah, kindness cake. If you put into the search in YouTube the Sierra sounds, so it's Sierra sounds, and that will bring up, and there'll be several different like recordings of them. This group of hunters would go up every year. They had a secret camp, and they've kept it secret. They took David Paulides up there so that he could, talk to them all. And they told him about what had happened and when they first started going. I think it was like back in the 60s. They'd have rocks thrown at them. They would have all this chattering. And at one point, there were recordings where one of the hunters is making the sounds back to the Bigfoot. And when they've got an anthropologist and a linguist to listen to these sounds, the linguist has said that this isn't just animal sounds, this is a language. It's made, the way it's made up, it is definitely a language. Um, it's it's really bizarre. It's very, very strange noises, and also they were saying that there's no way a human could mimic. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Greg. It started in the late 60s. So they've been going up all that time, in like 50 years they've been going up, but they won't ever tell anybody where this camp is because they don't want people going up trying to hunt the Bigfoot or, but they're known to mimic humans, but they definitely have their own communication. Yes, they do. You see, that, Joe, brings me to, before we go on to the next question. Sorry, you new guys to the quizzes. This always happens, and we'll have a little talk about in between the answers and the questions. That, Joe, brings me onto that recording that I've got, and I'm gonna, oh God, I'm a right idiot. I need to put it up on my channel, and I wanted Mick McLaren to post it on his as well. Where Cooper, when we went out into the woods, Dogman Woods of all places, and he was reacting to that deer, which I don't think was a deer. Because they say that I think certain cryptids will mimic the sounds of other animals, either to draw them in as prey or to kid people, people into not knowing that they're there. Because my dog never reacts. I filmed him near some deer the other day. He didn't react like he did that day, and he never did before, and he hasn't done since. And he was freaked out. And I still to this day think that that was something mimicking a deer bark. So, yeah. I do, Sheila, I do. It was one of those, and I kept thinking, well, because the problem is, once I've uploaded it, it's out there, isn't it? And I don't want anybody pinching it, because some of these big channels are not deer. That is the name. Oh, what's that, Lady Witch? Because you'll get some of these large channels who are monetized, and they'll pinch videos or footage or what have you. They put it on their own channel and they earn a bloody fortune off them. So no, it wasn't a tree bark. It could have been though, Brian. So yeah, that's why I was saying, if I could, I don't know how to go about it to protect it really, so that people aren't, if they do use it, they have to give me the credit for it. Credit me with the coverage, because it is freaky. Sheila's heard it, and who else did I send it to, Sheila? Oh, Frida. Frida's heard it, Sheila's heard it, and I think Green Eyes has heard it. But yeah, that's the only reason I haven't put it up yet, because I'm a bit, what do I do? But you can see, I'm videoed it, and you can see how my dog is freaking out and he's protecting me. He's kind of running forward and protecting, and then you hear, I think there are two others, but they sound like they're moving around me, and it was very, very unnerving, shall we say. So yeah, I need to find out how to protect it from people using it. Okay, anyway, let's crack on. Now, this is a paranormal question rather than a cryptid one. Okay. Oh, I think God wants Frida put yes was spooky. Have you been back there? Funnily enough, I did. Can you watermark it as your own? Oh, I don't know. Kindness cake. I might be able to. I might need some help from somebody to do that though. Right. Cast your mind back. Cast your mind back. Nearly 2 years ago. For all you who are suffering from memory loss, you're knackered. Who was Bill Wilkins? Do you remember that voice? Who was Bill Wilkins? We go, my name's Bill Wilkins. Can't remember yesterday, Brian. And it was a very spooky story. And I think I did 2 lives on it. He was, but I need you to say where. Oh, Simples has got it. I was going to say you needed to tell me who he was. He was a ghost. Yeah, Night Owl, you got it right as well. Conjuring, the Enfield bloke. That voice from that house. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to let Night Owl, the Warrens case. Yeah. Lady Witch, Enfield. Do you know what? For this one, I'm going to let, yeah, Night Owl as well. Yeah, he died in the chair. Everybody gets a point for that one because I should have been more specific. So yeah, he was a ghost. Yes, he is a poltergeist. Yeah, it was the Warren case. Yeah. So everybody gets a point. Even Brian, who's been a dickhead and put Pirates of the Caribbean, you can do it. Have a point, Brian. Love. Greg's gone quiet. Have a point. I don't know where Do It Noel's Way Paranormal. He's probably fecked off because we're all nutters. But if you're still here, love, have a point. Yeah, Joe, you get a point. Have a point. Have a point. Have a point. Everybody has a point today for that one. Yeah, it was that horrible voice that was coming out of Janet, wasn't it? Janet Hodgkins. Yeah, you all got it right together. It was a group effort, that Lady Witch. I still think that. Do you remember again when I shared the recording of that poltergeist? I cannot listen to that unless it's bright sunlight. I couldn't listen to that now. I just wouldn't sleep. I'd be terrified. It really unnerves me. Juliet, you get a point, love. It doesn't matter. Everybody's having a point for that because I'm feeling generous just because I love you all and you've all come in. Right. This is a little bit harder, but some of you should remember it because we also covered this one in one of my previous stories. And it's known by its address. Are you ready? What is the famous address that is home to the Black Monk of Pontefract? What is the famous address which is home to the Black Monk of Pontefract? No, Brian, it's not oh fuck. The famous address home to the Black Monk of Pontefract. Number 10, no. Motorway Bridge, no. The who of what? The Black Monk of Pontefract. No kindness cake. No. Joe, you're nearly there. Oh no, you're not. 42. No, it wasn't. Sorry, I've lied. A psychological told them the answer tonight. Somewhere in Pontefract to take it. Yes, Simples. Yes, indeed. However, no, it's not. It's not the bridge, Frida. You'll all know it if I tell it you, and I'm trying not to. I'll give you a clue. I'll give you the house note because it's actually the house, the first line of the address, and that's what this is known for. It's where that film was about when the lights went out, which is a really good film. Stephen Waddington's in it. Lady Witch, you're nearly there. You're nearly there. You're missing a word out in the middle. No, 32 Cromwell Street was Fred and Rose. Lady Witch is nearly there. You've just missed a little bit out. There's a word missing in between those two that you've put. Lapland. I'm going to have to give it to Shane. He's got it in first. Sorry, Lady Witch. 30 East Drive. Oh, knackers. If you'd have got that straight away, you'd have got the point there, Lady Witch. But Shane's got that one. 30 East Drive. It's the one, it's very famous. You can hire the place. You can go on overnighters there. It's the one where in the film, the father, which is played by Stephen Waddington, he got stuck in the coal cellar with this thing, whatever it was, and he was so terrified he left the house never to return. So well done. Oh, you were nearly there, Julie. It was 30 East Drive. But yeah, point goes to Shane. Sorry, Lady Witch. Right, the final. That's because you don't listen to my lives, Brian. You don't pay any attention. You just call me names and call me a midget. If you listened, you'd learn, wouldn't you? 30 East Drive, very famous. Right, the last question. Are you ready for this? And again, it's something we've discussed before, so hopefully those who paid attention, Brian, you should know this one. Are you ready? So, this castle in Ireland, reputedly the most haunted in the world and is home to an elemental entity. What is its name? The castle in Ireland, reputedly the most haunted in the world and home to an elemental entity. What's the castle called? The best little house in Texas. Sheila's got it right. There you go. Frida got it right, but Sheila's just pipped you. Brian's got it right. Lady Witch got it right. Simple's got it right. Julia, I know that was a typo. Julie's got it right. Because, yeah, you're actually, do you know what? Simples and Julia, and I can understand why you've spelt it like that, because it is pronounced Lep Castle. It's not Leap, it's Lep. So well done, everybody, for that one. But, yeah, Sheila got that one and beat you all to the post. Right. Are you ready to add up your scores? Scores on the doors. As I said, it's on a trust basis. So if you all add up your scores, potato, potato. Brian, 26. Night Owl's got 1. Congratulations, lovely. Oh, Sheila's got 7. YouTube Lady got 1. Julia got 1. Well done. Shane got 3. Well done, Shane. Oh, Sheila's looking like the swat of the hour. Any more for any more? Lady Witch has 1. Oh, I think you had 2, didn't you? I think. I'm sure you got more than 1. I might be wrong. But I think at the moment, Kindness got 2. Well done, love. Well done. Remember Wiccan's tale about a trip there? Yes, I know. It's still on my list, isn't it? You got more, but I'm only counting the ones I was first with. Well, that's it. You see, you will all get them right, but we only count the ones that you get first. So, well done, you. Very well done. Well done, everybody, because they work quite hard. Oh, well done, Joe. You got 2. Got 1, not quick enough on the keyboard. Well, the thing is, Frida, sometimes you don't think you've been quick enough, but I think it's just the queuing system. with YouTube. So because I know that sometimes on Nuff Nuffs, I knew I was first there, but I'd be like 50th as my answer coming through. So well done, everybody. So yeah, that was a little bit of light-hearted bants and fun, wasn't it? I don't know what to do the next quiz on though. What do you reckon? No, it's not a shield because it's not a Viking quiz, is it? I'm trying to think what kind of an icon should we get? Should we let Sheila have a crown? You should put a crown next to your name, a little princess tiara. Joe, I'm very stoned, so look, I got one. Absolutely brilliant, Joe. Are you smoking or are you just eating the cakes? Oh, famous hauntings, the next one. Yeah, you're going to swat up. Thing is, it doesn't matter because I'll probably look up hauntings that you guys you don't know. But yeah, because I think that's quite good because there are a lot of hauntings on each continent, aren't there? So we can yeah, because there are a lot that you're not just restricted, are you, to your own country? Like the hauntings that we know about in the UK, you know about in America as well. Likewise, like such as the Winchester House, everybody in England has kind of learned about that, or you know about it, and general. Yeah, well, I was thinking we could do a general knowledge quiz one night as well. I always feel really guilty trying to do that though, because it's a bit. I feel like I'm taking. I know she doesn't do them anymore, but you know, like with Nuff Nuff, and she used to do the general knowledge quizzes, and I feel like that's kind of her territory, and I don't want to be like pinching, if you see what I mean. But I suppose it wouldn't matter really if we're doing, nobody else is doing it. A pop quiz, yes, we could do that as well, especially with Sheila's latest. Did you see her upload? Hue and Cry. What a tune! Excellent. Oh, really evil people. Oh, yeah, Julie. Actually, I like that. So, like, yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm liking that one, Julia. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget, because you know I've got a brain like a sieve. Winchester Mystery House is very haunted. What when's you look? Oh, you're local to? Oh, I didn't know that, Joe. Yeah, let's do that one. Really evil people, and we've got a plethora, haven't we? Spin the wheel and guess the YouTube. What's that? YouTube alien. Oh, 1980s music. Oh, yeah. Going to do a wild camp this weekend at Nine Ladies Stone Circle. Oh, whereabouts is that, Shane? Is that down in your neck of the woods, down Nottingham way? Um, Now, I'm going to give everybody the heads up. I can't go into detail at the moment because a couple of people know. Can't say people or it will spoil your questions. Sheila and Frida know, so don't mention what you're aware of while I just tell the rest of the chat. I'm just going to hint at it. I've been a bit preoccupied the last few days, which is why I've not been hanging around in chats because I've got to be careful what I say because there's an ongoing investigation with this, and we're talking police, RSPCA, local authority, you name it, it's going ahead. And a friend of mine's dog has basically suffered a terrible, terrible injury while in the care of somebody else. to the extent the poor little bugger has had to have his leg was that badly damaged. He had to have his whole leg and shoulder amputated. It was touch and go. Now, she's obviously, the insurance was up to the limit with that, and he's same age as Cooper. There's 2 months between them. He's 2 months older than Cooper. Up to this happening, he was a lovely little dog, boinging around everywhere, full of life. He's a little Shih Tzu. Now he's so miserable. He's so depressed, and on top of all that, he's got cataracts. And because she's up to a limit on the insurance, because it cost over £1,700 to do they gave her the choice. It was, you might have to put him to sleep, or we can try the amputation. And she wanted to give him the chance, so amputation. Anyway, blah de blah de blah. He's got cataracts. Well, the thing is, Brian, she doesn't live in a catchment area. She is on because she's a pensioner. She's not in a catchment area for the PDSA. So what she's going to do, her brother, she's organised a charity night. They've already sold 70 tickets for this comedy night. And some of the funds of that, after they've paid the act, there should be about 300 quid left over for that. Her brother is going to set up a GoFundMe and see if we can raise the money, because unfortunately, the quote she's been given, tell me how this works out, to have both eyes done for the cataracts. She was going to have this done, you see, on the insurance until this amputation had to occur. To get both eyes done, she's had a quote from her vet of £5,100. And to Voodoo Queen, trust me, I can't say any more at the moment, but I will do. And our mutual friend said she's going to drag her publicly once it's all been sorted. And yeah, I'm going to be careful, Sheila. I better not, just in case. I want to tell everybody the full story, but I can't really. I just wanted to give you all the heads up. So when I can make it kind of public, because like I said, this is RSPCA are involved. Sorry, for those in America, that's the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, hoping for a prosecution on this person. So we're going to put the GoFundMe. Oh, Lady Witch, I will do, love. I will. Trust me. There's a special place in hell waiting for this bitch. So I'm going to put the GoFundMe link in my chat when we can, when I can do. And the other thing as well, when I spoke to Bam about it, she was saying, in previous times where they've had like abuse cases or what have you, and they needed surgery on rescues as well, that the vet would give a reference number, and then you would use that rather than money going to, say it was me, rather than me collecting money for an operation for my dog, I would just put out my reference number and the vet's number, and you would just ring the vet and make a donation against that number. So no money would change hands. It would go onto account for the vet, and once they had the money for the operation, then they'll close it down. They won't take any more donations. So I'm probably going to try and publish this GoFundMe, or if we do it via the vets. So I hope everybody, especially anyone who's got their own channels, if you'll share this link as and when I put it up, because it's heartbreaking. Cooper's little pal, it's absolutely heartbreaking. And when I can tell you all the full story, yeah, I think there's going to be raging that night in here. Would you, Brian? That breed is so tiny, the bones are like birds. Grim is 6 pounds. Oh, Joe, I tell you. Let me just, right. I'll tell you. I don't know what I can say. I don't know what I can say, Sheila and Frida. Let's put it this way. The cow who was looking after, and I'm going to use inverted commas and say it very loosely, looking after this little darling dog, rung his mum and said, oh, he's done something, you need to come round. And when she went round, well, on the phone, she can hear a dog screaming. This big fat sow had said, we were coming down the stairs and we got to the bottom step and he started to scream, and I've got no idea what he'd done. His leg was that badly broken. His shoulder was shattered and his little leg was broken in 3 places. The vet said, there is no way. No way. I've got to leave it there. I can't say anything else because I'm going to lose my shit. So, yeah. So if everybody would help me when I get the link, and we can post it and try and get them some help. Yeah, Brian, that's what I couldn't say it. So, but yes, yeah, yes. And he's a darling, but at the minute, this poor little dog, he looks like he wants to die. And my friend has said, you know what? She said, I'm even wondering now. She's heartbroken. She said, I keep thinking, have I done the right thing? Should I have just gone with the vets and had him put to sleep? I was like, no, absolutely not. He'll come right. He will come right. And once his eyes are sorted, hopefully. So I'm going to take Coopy Doopy to see him because he loves Coops. I'm going to take him to see him and let him have a little play date. And I told her to bring him up here and we'll get them in my garden and have they can have a little run around and a play. And it's a lot, isn't it? It's only happened like 5 weeks ago. He's got to learn to walk without a front leg. Yeah, you're right, Greg. It is a bitch and it will come back. A co-worker's dog recently died while left with a train. Oh, Voodoo, it's, yeah, like I said, animal abusers and peds, there's a special place in hell. No need to explain. Little guy's probably traumatized right now. He is. He has to adjust just like a human would. I know, Lady Witch, and I think as well, because he was such a little ball of fun, anyone who's got a Shih Tzu knows they're just little clowns. They're amazing little dogs. And he's just like just a clown. He just made you smile. He has Cooper terrorized. Because like any other dog, Cooper'd have him, but he runs along. He'll nip Cooper's arse. He swings off his ears, jumps on him. Cooper loves it. So he only does that with Coop. So I said, I'll bring him down and they can have a little play date, because Cooper's although he's a dickhead, he's a very, very gentle dog. He's very gentle with other dogs, especially old dogs and scared dogs. So I think if anything, he'll help bring him out of his shell. So yeah, so that's why I've just not been able to, I've nipped into chats and I've not been able to take part because I've been too upset. And that's it, Voodoo. They're just the most adorable little gremlins. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. So yeah. So I'm really sorry that I've not been able to interact a lot. Like I said, I had to tell the girls the other day, what had gone on, and right, like Sheila said, the confrontation, and the consequences. So, yeah, I've just been really careful, Sheila, because when I was talking to Bam about it, she was saying, don't go live and don't go talking about it. So I don't want to say anything that's going to jeopardize this case. What I am going to say, though, is that when that some evidence came to light about this arsehole's treatment of animals in the past, her own as well. And when my friend confronted her, because she was employed by this fat bastard's parents, they've sacked her. She worked for him for 7 years and they've sacked her. So a vet could tell the speed of a car, went at my dog over with her injuries, driver denied going fat. Yeah, I know, YouTube lady. Well, the vet had said there's no way that happened how it did. Children and animals so vulnerable and dependent. I've no time. Anybody who will abuse an animal, pieces of shit. So yeah, I'll keep everybody posted. So yes, for anybody in the peanut gallery who wants to say yes, I am begging. I am going to be begging, and I'm going to be begging for a friend's little dog. So whatever. I'm not begging for myself. I'm not begging so so I don't have to fucking work. Not doing any of that. I'm not begging for bloody members that I don't give them shit all or I give them absolutely wank content. I'm actually going to be e-begging for a very good cause. So if you don't like it, jog on. I'll be begging till the cows come home for this little lad. So whatever. Yeah, Voodoo Queen. I just thought someone's going to say something. Well, what the fuck ever. I don't give a shit. We love animals. We're all animal lovers. Same like with Lady Witch. Oh, sorry, Lady Witch. Do you want to drop your link in case? Yeah, yeah, Joe. Absolutely. But like I said, when I can, I'm publicly will be naming and shaming publicly. And like I said, this big fat stinking bastard is going to get dragged. And I mean dragged. And if I can lose her a job, I'll lose her a job. So anyway, okay, sorry about that, guys. It was a little bit of an interlude. I didn't mean to bring the thing down, but I had to say something because it's been preying on my mind since last Wednesday and Thursday. So yeah. Anyway, in other news, beg away, it's for an animal, and anyone against that is just a sack of snail piss. Absolutely, Lady Witch. But the friends of murderers, they like to look down the snouts at us lot, don't they? So whatever. In other news, I've got Gerard. Me Gerard's home. I do have to take him back to the garage tomorrow though, because they thought there was a little issue with the wing mirror and they fixed it, and then I've got it home and it's now not fixed anymore. So it's got to go into the garage tomorrow to be mended, and then we're all good to go. What else? There was something else I had to discuss as well, and I cannot remember what it was. I won't be. Thank you, Kindness Cake. I love him. I absolutely love it. It's a little bit of luxury. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, it's a lovely ride. Oh, I could say that, couldn't I? Gerard is a lovely ride. For anyone who doesn't know, Gerard is my new car. I called it after Gerard Butler. So yeah, it's very nice. It's got a lot of grunt. I put my foot down and it was like whoosh. Not used to that. Not used to that at all. Massive boot. This is a funny thing though, right? So the inside is immaculate. There isn't a mark on it. It looks like it's just come out of the showroom. And obviously I bought secondhand because I wasn't going to spend like whatever 50 grand on a new car. So anyway, it's inside it looks like it has just rolled out of the factory. So I thought, right, the dog's going in the boot. Oh, I called it Lucy because it's red. Cool name. So I thought, right, the dog's going to win the boot. So I got the dog guard in it. I got covers on the floor. And it's one of those, it's got hydraulic lifts. So you press a button, it goes whoosh, and it opens. And Coops has got issues with certain noises. Well, what about him being a good ride? I wish, Frida. So as I press, so I've got the dog at the back. As I press the button and the boot door, the boot opened. What do you guys call it? The trunk in America. The boot lid went up. Cooper looked at me and just went, "The fuck." And he walked round to the passenger door. He would not get in the boot. So I had to then go and buy seat covers and waterproof covers. And I've covered it with sheets and towels so that he sits on the back bloody seat like little Lord Fauntleroy getting chauffeured around. Yeah, my dog, point blank, refused to go in the. I picked him up and put him in the boot, and the fucker jumped out. Jumped out, went round to the side door. I thought, right, I'm not going to push it. I'll let him go on the back seat. But yeah, I think he likes it. There's loads of room in it though, but everybody's been laughing at me up here. The next door neighbour made me howl when I brought it home. He went, "What's a little girl like you got a big car like that for?" Yeah, Joe, trunk is for groceries. Yeah, the back seats for the back seats for groceries, isn't it? Oh, there's Lady Witch's kitty fund. If anybody wants to donate to the kitty fund, please click on that link and give us some pennies for the little puddy tats. Cooper called shotgun. He absolutely did. He absolutely did, Lady Witch. I name things. My iPad's called Helen. Please don't hate me. She's 8 years old. Pre. God. Pre-hippo bath. I love it. Kindness cake. Absolutely brilliant. That's made me laugh. It has made me choke as well. Oh, and guess what's happening with me next week? So where Maisie is now, the farm, considering I've only had her there for 2 weeks. We moved on the 3 weeks. We moved on there on the 5th of August. Okay. We're now on the what? The 23rd, is it today? I think. Yeah, the 23rd. So the owners, really, really nice family, have obviously been. It was brought to my attention, and they were saying that because we've seen that you take such good care of my own animals and hang on, what's Lady Witch put? Oh, been taking the high road, but yeah. And the fact that I was looking after my my friend's farm the other week, and they said, long story short, the dad goes away. The farmer only has 4 days a year, and he has a little holiday, and he goes racing boats. They do like yacht racing, and he has 4 days doing this. And his daughter didn't realise the date, and she's and her husband have booked a fortnight's holiday in Fuerteventura, £4,000 luxury holiday they're going on. And his wife, the dad's wife, has literally yesterday was just taken into a hospice for end of life care. So they're all like traumatized, and they just said, is there any way, just for the 4 days, well, it's going to be 5 including traveling, that the dad just has his little break? Could I look after the farm? It started off, can you look after the 3 horses? I went, not a problem. Not a problem. She's got an ex-police horse, she's got a Clydesdale, and just a normal crossbred horse. No problem. Oh, would you mind looking after the goats as well? They've got 3 goats that they rescued from an abattoir. Eddie, who's a great big goat, and then Lottie and Peanut. Peanut's a little teeny weeny one. Okay. So I was like, yeah, that's all right. I can do that. And then it was, could you look after the cows as well? So they've got 3 cows. They've had these from calves. They're all 4 or 5 years old. Sheila, yes, they do. So they've got a Hereford who is called Daisy. They have got a Hereford Cross, which is called Dottie. And then they have got a British Blue, and her name is Bluebell. They are fucking huge. So I went, yeah, all right, no problem. No problem, because they're gentle, they're gorgeous. Well, the thing is, Frida, I grew up on a farm, didn't I? And me and my ex owned a farm. So yeah, So then on top of all that, because don't forget, I've only been on here for like fortnight, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, Lady Witch. I'm a sucker for animals, aren't I? And then on top of that, it's, we run a cattery. No, now I do. So I'm now looking after the cattery as well. Now they've got 30 spaces, but luckily there are only going to be 6 cats in the cattery, and it's only for like the 5 days. But I was like, really? So I'm going to be looking after the 3 horses plus my own for. Oh well, I don't have to stay there, Sheila, because it's a minute and a half from my house. A cattery, Voodoo Queen, it's like a cat kennel. They take cats on, but like a cat boarding facility, but they call it a cattery over here. So I'm going to be looking after cats. Cooper will be at home. It's absolutely fine. The cats and the goats for 5 days, and the horses for 2 weeks. Oh, and the cows for 5 days as well. Oh, you're not kidding, Joe. Busy, busy, busy. I don't mind. I love animals, and so I have to take videos of. I'm going to have to take videos of all the animals. So yeah, but the cows are lovely. They really are beautiful. And the thing is, I like the daughter because her dad's an old. Funny enough, the Scottish, the family, which is brilliant. The dad is an old-fashioned farmer. So he originally bought these 3 cows to breed from and then sell the calves for meat. But when Sharon found out, she was like, no, you can't have given them up. So she named them all. So it's Daisy, Dotty, and Bluebell. And she said, they're not having babies ever. They're my pets. And the dad being an only child and the dad wanting to spoil her. Because long story short, when she was 20, she's 50, she's 52, I think now. Don't look it. She looks like she's in her early 40s. But when she was in her mid-20s, she got cancer of the womb and ovaries and had to have a full hysterectomy. So she's never been able to have children. So she throws it into rescuing animals. So she threw at her dad and was like, these are going to be my babies. So he basically said, okay. So she's now got 3 cows that she's never going to breed from because she said, I'm not ever, should if I did, my dad will send them for meat. No, the pets. And then she went and rescued the 3 goats. They were at an abattoir. So she rescued Eddie, who's a great big white goat, and then Lottie, and she is a little bit smaller. And then Peanut is the same colour as Lottie, but she's tiny. So she kidded her dad that Peanut was Lottie's baby, but she's not. She's full grown, but she's a miniature goat. So that's how they got 3 instead of 2. So yeah, it's lovely. And the horses are rescues as well. She's obviously rehomed an ex-police horse. It was an ex-Lancashire police horse, and her Clydesdale was a rescue as well. So I like this family. I do like them. And also the 2 house cats, because the mums had to go into the hospice. The 2 house cats are also going into the kennel, the cattery for me to look after. And they are both Norwegian forest cats, so I should feel at home. Oh, yeah, Joe, they're lovely. So I'm going to do videos of the cows. They're so sweet. I gave them sloppy chop pears last night. And because when they're chewing them and it all mushes up, so they all look like they had rabies. Kiss is taller than me. I'm a little bit. Oh, Greg, man, got to get going. It's been fun, everyone. Have a good evening. Love and support always. Oh, thank you so much, Greg, for coming in. It's been lovely to see you, and I'm glad you caught us this time. You take care, sweetheart. Have a great day. I don't know what time it is where you are, but whatever time it is, have a great day. I love goats, real care, especially the ones that faint. I know. I don't think these faint, kindness, but the thing is, what's going to be really funny is trying to get them, because they share a big stable. It's going to be hilarious, me trying to get these goats without halters on from the stable into the field without them fucking off all around the farm. This is going to be funny. And Lottie has got horns, so she likes to butt you up the arse. So that's going to be quite funny. I think there will be some hilarious videos. that are coming. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be up to from Saturday. Actually, I've got 3 extra horses on Saturday, and then from the 1st to the 5th, I'm going to have the cattery, the cows, and the goats, and the horses. So yeah, funny, funny, funny. Well, I grew up with pygmy goats, Sheila, and they were little bastards. They're so cute, but they are little bastards. They're into everything. They pull the washing off the lines, the whole things. Oh, goats in a curry. Oh, no. Right, I have had goat curry when I was in the Caribbean. I did have it and I did like it, but now that I know goats, no. I didn't know it was goat at the time when I ate it. Once I knew it was, I couldn't eat it anymore, but it was actually nice. But you see, if it's ever anything I've had as a pet, I couldn't eat it. And like with these cows now, because they're so lovely, and because I mean, this now I intend to stay here. I will. I don't think I will ever move again. And I even thought I've always wanted a Dexter. I don't know if any of you know. We're not talking about the serial killer off the telly. The Dexter cows. They're like little miniatures, and I've always wanted a Dexter. And I thought, do you know what? I might even see if Sharon would let me get a little Dexter to go with those girls. Of all, either a Dexter or a Healing Coo, the hairy Healing Coos. So yeah, I'm considering broaching the subject and saying, can I get a little cow? But it'll have to be a girl. Right. So now I know this has been a little bit of a short one, but I've been doing a statement for my friend as well over this case that's going to be ongoing, and I have to give her a ring. There's no bloody chickens. Oh, God, I had enough of chickens of my own, Brian. YouTube lady, I think you've got a bit of a lag there, sweetheart. So what I was going to do was wind this one up now, and I'm going to try and come back on. I might try. I can't tomorrow because I'm doing circuit training, but I might try and come back if nobody else is live on Friday, and do another story. It might be dog men. Not sure. Need all your energy over the next few weeks. I know, because I think Saturday, Sunday, and definitely the following week, I'm probably not going to have a great deal of time if I'm like farmhand. The thing is, though, it's good on account because I've got the next several years' holidays sorted out now for Maisie. I won't have to pay for that. Yeah, so I'm going to wind this one up. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming in, and I hope the quiz was a little bit of light-hearted fun, which we've needed. And hopefully, I can come back online Friday. If not Friday, maybe Saturday, but I'll try and not clash with anybody. And yeah, we'll have a little bit of a story time. So thank you. Kindness Cake, don't forget to look up Sierra Sounds when we come off here. Just go on it, look up Sierra Sounds and see what you think. And that is the Bigfoot ninja chatter from the Sierras. So yeah, and then you can tell me what you think about it next one. Okay, everybody. So Frida, Sheila, Lady Witch, Kindness, Brian, Joe, Simples, Night Owl, Shane. Greg's gone now, hasn't he? Noel, if you're still there. Leon, I mean. Judge Live and all the company in chat. Night, Frida, love. Julia, Julia, great night. Catch you a little later. Kindness Kate. Ooh, can't remember who else. If I've missed anyone, I'm really sorry. But I can't. Oh, Voodoo. Oh, my God. Forgot my Voodoo. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I remembered Night Owl. Right, everybody. So I shall catch you hopefully Friday. If not Friday, it will be Saturday. Thank you all so much for coming in. And yeah, we'll do a bit of a longer one next time. So as always, take care and see you all on the bright side.